It has one of the fastest fingerprint readers in the West. Or is that right? Yeah, the Old West? Yeah. Nonetheless, this is the Nexus 5X. This is my full review of the Nexus 5X. I'm going to get into it very briefly. There's not much to say about this device that you haven't already heard before. The Nexus 5X is a Google device. It has a 1080p 5.2-inch display. Bottom firing speaker there. This one's just for phone calls, for hearing your calls. Not dual. It's not a dual speaker. Front camera there. A beautiful 12 megapixel camera on the back that shoots really good quality. Has laser focus, as you can see there. And I've got the white model. Has USB-C headphone jack on the bottom, which I love. And the microphone is there as well. And you've got a noise cancellation microphone on the top. So, how's this device been? Well, gonna give it to you straight. It has been pretty good. I'm pretty excited about it. I always go with the so-called premium devices. And of the Nexus line, that was the Nexus 6P. And this phone right here, to me, still feels premium. Now, some people look at build quality and say, oh, you know, that's plastic, it's not premium. And I would disagree. I think the build quality on here is actually really good. It's lightweight, which is what you should want in a device. Why would you want a really bulky, heavy device? Who would want that? So, the device itself is made of plastic, but it has a soft touch on the back. Really nice soft touch. The fingerprint readers on the back, the cameras on the back, volume rocker and power over here. Now, I've heard things about these. Oh, it's mushy, no traveling feedback. All the other things that other reviewers say, I seem to always disagree with it, I guess. Maybe I'm too nice, I don't know. Some traits on this side, but the overall experience of this device has been fast and fluid. No issues with it. I put all this, pretty much the same apps on here, a couple of games, tested out, and the device runs smooth. I think if any problems I could come about it, it would be, I wouldn't say an issue. I would say the battery isn't as strong as most, but I can make it through a full day, and I got about almost 5 hours of screen on time, almost. And regularly I got about 4.5. At the most I got about 5 one time, and then regularly I got about 4.5, and that's what about a day and 8 hours of use. So this phone does have really good battery. It has a 1080p display, so it doesn't have to worry about the higher end phones with these quad HD displays. You don't have to worry about battery drain. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad phone. This phone has bad battery, but that's just a QHD display. This is a 1080p display, and that is to this phone's benefit. I mean, the battery I think is only 2,800 milliamps or something like that, and so it's not the. It's just a little bit less than the average phone in this range. They normally have 3,000 milliamp hour batteries, but this one has 2,800 or something like that, or 27. I don't remember exactly what it is. Nonetheless, the battery is good. Getting 4 hours of screen on time with a phone with this size battery is really good. The camera has been really impressive. Where the camera doesn't really impress me yet is when I compare it against the phones like the S7. So I'm going to take a picture here. And then I take the same picture with the S7. And just comparing them, I haven't done any kind of special camera tricks. Just keep it real, just how it is. The camera on the S7 Edge is freaking beautiful. It is just so sharp and clear. It's good. I mean, it's just a good camera. Nothing else, no other way to say it. The camera on here is good. It does really good in low light settings, and I think I've been pretty impressed with it overall. It's not a bad camera, but then when I start to compare it against the S7 Edge or the Galaxy Note or just any other phone that has a really solid camera, in some situations those phones do a little bit better. The camera on here is impressive, though. It will maintain. You'll be able to do all your Instagram, and it records in 4K. It does everything that the 6P Nexus 6P does. So it's not a bad camera. It just doesn't rival, in my opinion, the S7 Edge or my Note 5. It doesn't rival those phones. It definitely obliterates my iPhone 6s Plus, but you know, the camera is a strong point. It's just not as strong when you start to compare it against other devices like that. Speaker quality on here, I've heard that the speaker quality was garbage, and I disagree with that. I don't think the speaker quality is bad at all. It just has this one bottom firing speaker here. Let's see here. Get in here. No phone calls. Social media. Let's go down to my page here.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So yes, I do have a Nexus 5X, but this video isn't so much about Nexus 5X. I did buy this because I wanted to do Project Fi. I wanted a little comfortable device, and this was really good on Project Fi. The pricing, that is. So today is day one for my Project Fi challenge, and basically I want to
see that's at full max, full volume there, and I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I think it's a pretty good camera, man. I don't think it's bad at all. Excuse me, a speaker. I don't think that speaker's very low at all. I think the problem is you start to buy phones with dual speakers, or some phones have really good speakers. Like this phone right here, they said this phone, and I say other reviewers felt like this phone had a bad speaker, and I think it has a good speaker. I have realistic standards, and just because I paid a lot for that, you know, the phone's waterproof, so the speaker's not obviously going to be as loud as others, but it's still louder than this phone, for sure. And this phone speaker face issue, so little things like that, you know, a little bit of improvement there. But I think the speaker, it may not be the loudest speaker, but it's a loud speaker, and I think it's good. Overall, the experience though with a Nexus device is going to be good. I mean, it's nice and fluid, no issues with it, no crashes. I'm on the latest operating system. There's really not much more I could say about it. The phone itself is good. Would I recommend it? Yeah, and I wouldn't even recommend it. Some people, and obviously I got this on Project Fi for $199, but I wouldn't pay any more than that for the 16 gig, and $250 for the 32 gig is a fair price. Because when they first came out, they were kind of expensive, and they're still basically that price, but you can find deals everywhere now. But overall though, I think you'll be plenty happy with this device if you pick it up for $199. You just have to activate Fi on it, and there's no long term that you have to keep the Fi. You just have to activate Fi, and that's pretty much it. So speaker quality, cameras, screen, you know, they get a B plus or so. It's good, and for $199, I think it's a fantastic deal. I would even go so far, if you know how to manage your memory and you know how to manage your cloud storage, I'd go ahead and just get the 16 gig, because that's what this is. This is a 16 gig, and it's just pure Nexus. So it's your man Jay Will. You know, I just want to give you a brief run through of how I felt about the Nexus 5X. It's a good phone. It's worth $199, but no more than that for the 16, and 32 gig is definitely priced right at $249 when it's on Project Fi, or if you can find those deals on eBay and stuff right now. So this is a good phone. I'd recommend it over several other phones in this price range, just because it's a Nexus, and you know, you're going to get solid performance. You don't have to worry about bloatware and everything like that. It's going to give you solid performance. I haven't had any hiccups with this device. It is very fluid, and I have it set up exactly like I have every other device set up. No problems with it. So there you have it. And one last thing, I keep it in this little case here, my Rhino Shield. Project Fi is a solid thing to have. I enjoy it. I've enjoyed it. I've been enjoying it. It's really good. I wouldn't recommend a person who feels like they need unlimited data to jump on Project Fi. Just go ahead and get on a carrier who offers it. And right now it's just Sprint and T-Mobile, and you'll come out better in the pocket. But with Project Fi, you know, you get both of those companies together, and you'll see the difference. It's a pretty strong network. Project Fi is, and I'm really impressed with Project Fi overall. The Rhino Shield case is an addition that I really enjoy. I took it off though for this review, but nonetheless, there you have it. This is the Nexus 5X. Just a brief run through of how I feel about it, and I think Project Fi is a go 100%. I would definitely recommend it, and I would definitely recommend the Nexus 5X to several people. You know, you don't have to get a $1,000 phone to get a good performance and a good daily driver. It's your man Jay Will. Once again, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.